Hello and welcome back to The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. On the last run we did greed really quickly just to kind of clear my palette of Isaac and also to get back into the game. It's been a while since I've played. Let's continue greed mode with Maggie. I need to do another run with all the characters in order to get enough money in the greed machine. Raw liver is actually pretty freaking amazing if I can pick that up. The chaos is also really freaking amazing because it'll allow any item to appear in the pool. So we could get something like deal with the devil items like Guppy in the shop that we can just purchase. I think you can also get things like Sacred Heart. It's gonna be kind of a little bit difficult to get Sacred Heart, but if we can pick it up, I would love to pick it up. I should have used the Yum Heart before I started the wave. I would have gotten another charge on it because you get a charge at the start of the waves in greed mode, not at the end of the waves. My mistake. I don't think it's gonna matter all that much as long as we don't take 2 hits of damage in the next 2 waves. But, you know, the first basement waves of greed mode, always the hardest. The enemies have more HP than you do damage usually. Yeah, because after the first few floors, you can get some really cool damage upgrades. I'm kind of lucky that we had toothpicks in the shop. That's a definite pickup on the first floor greed run because you get a pretty substantial damage upgrade just due to the rate of fire increase. I like that this guy's shooting his bombs, maybe getting some kills, but would also like it if he didn't shoot them at me. Some flies. Should I focus on the flies or should I focus on the ground worms? I think I'm gonna focus on the flies if I can. That was a nice dodge there. Gonna go around the back and more of these jumping headless bodies. Okay. Unfortunately, we're still doing pretty low damage, but the damage over time is definitely a little bit better thanks to having picked up toothpicks. Still taking 2 shots to kill the most basic of fly. It's okay though. It's all right, it's okay. Let's pick up Chaos just because I'm going to want it. Sure, why not? Purple Heart. And I think I will definitely pick up the Raw Liver just because it's a 2 HP upgrade. And why not take it if it's a 2 HP upgrade? 2 for the price of 1. Double Monstro, bit of an annoying fight, but individually each Monstro does not have all that much HP. So I think this is probably a faster fight than a normal Monstro fight. Even though it might be a little bit more difficult to not get hit just because of how these guys move around. There we go. Monstro dead. What's the other boss? 2 of these Gurglings. 3 of these Gurglings. All right, 2 would have been better, but I can understand how 2 might not be enough for a boss fight. Then again, the normal boss fight on the basement is 2 Gurglings, and these are 2 champion Gurglings, it looks like. I'm not sure if that is because of the Purple Heart or if that is just a random thing that happens, or maybe it's only partially because of Purple Heart. Maybe it could have still not been a Gurgling fight. There is enough money that I can pick up Raw Liver plus a key. That is good because I do want Raw Liver. The card also was a pretty, interesting choice. I could have taken the card. I'll take it. A little baggy. What's the pill? Lemon Party. Fight the boss, because if it's Lemon Party, then it's going to rip through whatever boss is ground-based that walks over it. Killed Lus extremely quickly, plus 1 segment of Larry Jr. I think that was actually pretty decent. Not worth 5 cents for a key, but I guess now we're going to have a greater chance of getting Lemon Parties in the future because all tarot cards are now pills. Which kind of sucks because tarot cards can be really strong in greed mode. Get something that doubles your cash, for instance, then you can save it, get 50 cents, double it, basically get an extra free 2 floors of greed mode just for nothing, basically. I am gonna bomb this guy, good chance of getting a nickel. Didn't, I'm gonna bomb this guy instead. Well, not instead, but in addition to, pick up 2 more bombs plus 2 cents. And you know what? With all the pots here, maybe we'll be able to pick up a quarter or Swallowed Penny, which is awesome. Swallowed Penny, of course, one of the 2 things that you need in order to completely break greed mode and have infinite money. The other 2 items being Piggy Bank or Mom's Box. If you can get Mom's Box, if you can get Any combination of those items, except for Mom's Box Piggy Bank, you will have infinite money by just taking damage in and out of the curse room and then buying HP. So Fate is pretty decent for the ability to fly, but I'm not sure that I necessarily want it. The Dead Cat is an awesome item, and I think I am going to pick it up, but I am going to wait for the end of this floor just because I want to have as much HP as possible for this fight, basically. Like, why take 9 lives right now? It's not going to make me guppy right now. It might make me guppy later, but for right now I kind of just want the HP just so that I can have a better chance of surviving. I do have 2 black hearts that would stay with me if I took 9 lives, but why not just keep the HP that we've got right now? These mega mini fatties, these mini mega fatties, a bit annoying, have a lot of HP, but I don't need to kill them all right away. I can kind of toss some shots in, and yeah, they split, which is really just kind of a sink of resources. It's gonna take a lot of time to deal with them, and now we have to deal with a bunch of silkworms, and we're not gonna be able to kill them all before the time runs out on the button, so we're kind of getting a little bit behind the 8-ball in taking care of these waves. Big spiders though, annoying as heck. Let's see if we can't take those down to size, just so that we're not surprised by them in the future when we destroy them. And explosive black flies that are going to drop those black silkworms when they die. This is just getting better and better. They do explode though, so if I can get them to explode near each other, that would be fantastic. And we picked up a pill, explosive diarrhea. Maybe that'll get a couple kills, but man, we are slow as Maggie. I need to get a speed upgrade, I think. Might be a little bit difficult to get a speed upgrade though because of chaos. It's going to change all of the items in the shop. Not necessarily away from shop items, but there's a better chance of getting deal with the devil items, deal with the angel items, golden chest items, things that might not necessarily be speed upgrades, because there's a few speed upgrades in the shop with Mom's panties and this wooden spoon. I'm not sure if we can still get those. So it's an interesting decision. Let's buy a key first. An interesting decision. Fate is good for the ability to fly. We don't have to worry about creep for the rest of the run. Hive Mind is nice if we think we can become Guppy. Mr. Boom, I think, is better than what we had before. Unfortunately, we missed with Mr. Boom. To be expected when you're fighting Little Horn, because he just teleports away from you as soon as you use it. And we won't be able to get it charged up for the next fight, but we will be able to get it charged up for the next boss fight, the one that gives us the deal with the devil chance. Took a little bit of damage, but the black heart really substantially hurt Little Horn, so I'm okay with that. Kind of why I have these black hearts right now. They're not really for HP because we have plenty of HP. They're for dealing damage if at all possible. 2 pins is actually kind of nice. Maybe I should keep Little Horn alive so that the black hearts can do a lot of damage, or not the black hearts, the bombs can do a lot of damage to Pin, but the black hearts have already gone off and Pin is already almost dead. I don't mind taking damage because it's just money. You know, thanks to getting Swallowed Penny, any damage we take is pretty much just free money, although not exactly. And of course, as soon as I put down the bomb, these guys decided to tunnel. We are able to do a little bit of damage to him though. I'm not sure if the bomb actually hit one of them, but one of them died super quickly. This is actually kind of a tough fight with 2 of these guys plus a Pin that's kind of jumping around. That is a Pin, right? It's not a fragile, frail. It is a Pin. We just fought 2 of you, and now we're fighting another one of you. Again, I don't mind taking the damage because I'm just going to be picking up 9 lives. I kind of want to get hit until I am down to a half of a heart, so that when I pick up 9 lives, I will be able to get as much money as possible out of this. The Eternal Heart is actually quite nice because when I take 9 lives, I will be able to get 1 more HP on the next floor. So let's do that, see if there's anything in the shop, and then go down to the next floor. You know, I will take Hive Mind just on the off chance that we do manage to become Guppy. I'm not going to go to the curse room just because I actually do want to save this HP now. I should have definitely done it beforehand, but you know, you can't get back into the deal with the angel room. Oh, there we go. I can go into the curse room now. You can't get back into the deal with the angel room after you leave. At least not in greed mode unless you teleport in there. So why not, you know, take the heart, then take 9 lives, because why not? But we did pick up the extra eternal hearts. We were able to actually come in here, interestingly enough. Is a little bit of money in there. That's going to happen when you walk in and out of the curse room. I'm not going to go back for it because that'll just cost us the spirit heart that we have. I'd rather keep it. Ooh, double vision is a absolute pickup. It's going to essentially double our damage over time. The blue map kind of sucks, but there's no way we can actually reroll it, unfortunately. But at least now we know where we can potentially use the Mr. Boom item. I should definitely use Mr. Boom pretty much every wave because it'll recharge every 2 waves. So use it while you got it. Got 2 more of these guys. Just 1 following me around, but this guy spawns spider and creep when he dies. Luckily the creep doesn't hurt you, it just slows you down. But yeah, this double damage that we've got going on here really is helping out. Knock that bomb in there, excellent. Money flying all around the place. Well, I can kill 1 of those bonies. That's okay. Bonies are not too much of a problem. They can, the dark bonies are a problem. Those guys are just a pain in the ass. I hate them. The fact that they can shoot 3 shots at you even when you move, even though normally they can only shoot at you when you cross their horizontal or vertical axes. Bit annoying, a bit annoying. What items were in the shop? Guppy's tail. And there's Guppy's head. So we are going to become Guppy, which means that I am very glad that I did buy, that's a bad bomb. I am very glad that I did buy the hive mind because it means that our flies are going to be that much better. Now we should be able to defeat Peep. We only have 1 heart, but even if we die, we will respawn thanks to 9 lives. We'll only have 1 heart, but I think we can defeat Peep. We'll have 9 tries at it, so we better. It's a nice big room though, so the eyes aren't not really going to be able to get that close to us. There we go. Peep is dead. What is over here? Loki? Loki's not a problem. Our damage is still quite low, so it is a bit tricky to destroy the bomb flies as they come out. So we are just gonna let that bomb fly go. Focus entirely on Loki. Might want to take out a couple of these bomb flies now that they are multiplying. I don't want to get too many of them on the screen because I don't want to take dumb damage by accidentally shooting one as it flies by me. But Loki should be dead. There he goes. So now we just have to worry about the flies. Go back in there, buy Guppy's head. We will be Guppy. Even if I miss going into, I'll pick up the HP. Even if I miss going into the item room, honestly, I'm fine with that. You know what I should do is I should use the bomb to get into the secret room. So I'm gonna hold on to it for a minute. Actually, I might just use the bomb on this guy because this fight is annoying. And he's spawning poop. Then again, we're already doing a lot of damage to him, thanks to these flies, no doubt. Hive Mind makes flies do double damage. These are also going to be tremendously helpful for the Ultra Greed fight because flies completely bypass his existing armor. So we will be able to do full damage to him with these flies, double damage to him thanks to Hive Mind. It's gonna be awesome. 3 HP is, it's okay. Right, I need to actually buy a key. I can't buy a key, but what I can do is lose this heart container that I have, the spirit heart, and as a result, just by walking into the poop, we'll pick up some money. We can use the money to buy a key, go into the item room, get the item in the item room, and also bomb our way into the secret room because we know where it is. And we're probably going to take Guppy's head with us just because the ability to make more flies on every room, I can't pass it up. Hey, breakfast. To be expected, we're going to breakfast ourselves. Well, we're not going to breakfast ourselves. We're going to breakfast the item rooms and the shops and the pedestals, just because Chaos does that. But I think it is definitely worth it. We become Guppy one floor after we picked up Chaos. That's why you take Chaos. Kind of want to go into the buy a bomb and go into that tinted rock. It could be small rock. That would be the best, just because then I would be able to get a little bit of a damage upgrade. It would affect the flies. It would affect me. It's actually just a spirit heart and a key. We did pick up the key before we fell into the hole, which is good, because now we can just go straight into this item room. Well, the flight part of that upgrade was kind of wasted, but it is still very nice. Oh yeah, this is awesome. Guppy's Paw. We are now Super Guppy. We have a ton of HP. I think we are going to do just fine on this run. What enemies are these? Oh, and there's a free blood clot. That is awesome. Every other shot is going to be dealing much more damage. I'm not entirely sure how that affects the flies, if all the flies have that damage upgrade or only some of them do. Like maybe the damage of the flies are related to the average of your damage, or maybe they're just related to your base damage and the base damage of the flies is unchanged, essentially. It's also really nice to have Guppy's head because it is a very easy spacebar item to use. You just use it every single room, every single wave, and every time it's charged. There's no reason to hold on to the charge. So you just use it or lose it. I'm just going to fight the bosses just because we're gonna win these bosses. They shouldn't be a problem. The homing shot's a bit annoying, but the flies are gonna get in there and do a lot of damage. Finally, we managed to kill a boss way ahead of schedule. Every floor until this point has been just barely killing the bosses. Get the flies in there to really take care of bloat. Nice, and I'm just going to fight the last wave because why not? 2 champion Gerties. I was gonna say gurglings because there was a gurgling right in front of me, but yes, Gertie. Gertie should be pretty easy. The flies are gonna chew them up, the double damage. You know, it's double damage and it's also more chances to spawn flies because we have more bullets in the air. Question mark, full health, explosive diarrhea. Just gonna pop it right when I leave the room just because I don't need it, don't want it. Although I guess I should have saved it because then I could have gotten into the secret room. So that was very dumb of me, but I luckily managed to shoot that bomb into position to open the secret room right there. I don't think I want anything else. Let's just leave. There's no reason to use Guppy's Paw because we're not going to be getting a Polaroid or a negative on this run. So why not keep the HP we have? I used it just to get up to full HP with Spirit Hearts because we're so extremely strong that we shouldn't really have that much of a problem in keeping the HP that we have. Tammy's head is actually really good. It would be better if we had some more tier effects. We will be able to get back into that room because it is just going to stay there when we finish this floor. 2 of clubs does mean that I can just go straight into the secret room, which is nice. If we can get a good synergy that would work with Tammy's head, I'll take it. But otherwise, I think I might just stick with Guppy's head because it's just a lot of extra flies. You know, it's not like it's bad or anything. It's a really good item, especially with Hive Mind, especially being Guppy. Tammy's head works if you have like Brimstone. It doesn't work if you have a laser item. It works well if you have, you know, there's a lot of things to consider with taking Tammy's head when you have an item as good as Guppy's head. Because these flies, man, they're doing a lot of work for us. You are usually a pain in the ass when I find you in the deal with the devil, but unfortunately for me, you're not even there. We did pick up Ghost Baby too. Oh boy, Ghost Baby. Brimstone ghosts are not really much of a problem. Taking a little bit of damage, but these guys explode, and it's kind of hard to control when they explode when the flies are doing all the killing for you. Wrath is dead. This fatty is dead. Ragman and his 8 spiders are dead. What boss is this? This is Mask of Infamy. Get the flies in there to take out the heart, because they're just gonna die on the mask. Flies are dumb. It's gonna be a little bit of a difficult fight, just because the flies are so dumb, but our shots could still get in there and do some damage. This is the hardest boss fight we've had in the past 2 floors, by far. And it's not really even that hard, it's just gonna take some time. Yeah, I wanted to get him going vertical, but I didn't really have a good opportunity until near the end of the fight there. I guess I could have just made him go more vertical, but I mean, they're both kind of the same. I'll take this just because. Loki's horns is kind of bad, but maybe I can get it to synergize with something later. Okay. Hit the button. Use Guppy's head. 2 bosses. Shouldn't be a problem. Well, it's 2 bosses plus 2... what the heck are they called? Horsemen. Not even horsemen. The bosses were the horsemen. Sloth. What is Sloth? He is a sin. There we go. That is what I've been trying to think of. 2 horsemen plus the sins. Speed upgrade, please. Maybe I can buy a mom's purse. Because I do still want to hold on to the swallowed penny, just because we're getting more money. And more money is good because it means that we'll be able to donate more. And there is the last Guppy item, of course. Continuum would actually be really nice. Our tiers don't have that good of a range though. If I had a ton of range upgrades, it would be even better. So I might just skip over Continuum. Book of Shadows is really good. It's actually a fantastic item to bring into Boss Rush because I can just, not Boss Rush, excuse me. I mean, it is a fantastic item to bring into Boss Rush. It's good against Ultra Greed though, because we can just pop it, stand right in front of him, and let the flies do a ton of damage. I hate these guys. They just eat up the flies because the flies just die on their faces. Also didn't manage to kill the last one, so the spikes are still around. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Kinda hard to dodge. Celtic Cross is gonna give us a little bit of invincibility though, so worst comes to worst, we can just use that on the Ultra Greed fight when we take some damage. Use the invincibility to get in there and let the flies do work. 2 Super Greeds. We just fought 2 Greeds on the beginning of the last wave. 2 Super Greeds shouldn't be that much of a problem. Some Keeper Heads. Where's the last one? Over there. Individual tier damage, not all that good, but the double shot, the hive mind, the flies, really holding their own right now. Yeah, hit me. Hit me! Celtic Cross doing its thing. Just some of these tentacles left. Deal with the angel. Hopefully it's a good item. No, just 1 HP. It's not very good at all. I could take a lot of damage, which would hopefully allow me to donate more. So maybe that's what I'll do. That is a nickel. Glad I came back to the room. I'm gonna hurt myself a little bit. We are not going to have a problem on the greed fight, but what I do want to do is I do want to take the goat hoof with me. So I'm gonna damage myself down to about half health, then pick up the goat hoof, and then go down and kill Ultra Greed. Go in and out really quickly, and then I can get the last penny without taking damage. Ringworm would be interesting, but just because of the effect, not because it would actually be any good for us. And let's go down to the last floor, the shop. I think it's the shop, right? No, it's just Ultra Greed. I thought this was shop floor. Maybe that was, oh, and you know what? That was the last floor, is the shop. I think. Anyways. A dime, awesome. Got a lot of money. Got a lot of money. Ultra Greed, you are not gonna last very long. Not at all. Pick up the nickel so that he doesn't pick it up and grow stronger. Or heal. I guess he does both when he picks up money. Damn it, no! I was thinking about checking the upstairs in case there was a bit of extra money laying around. I didn't, and I regret doing it now. Because he picked up like 8 cents, which should have been mine. More keys, which is very annoying because you still have enemies on the screen from the last time you used keys. But these guys are not very strong. The flies are gonna rip them up. Get in there, flies. And Loki's horns, I assume, is doing a little bit of extra damage just because the shots are going to be hitting some of the extra enemies that he's spawning and spawning more flies. His hitbox is a little bit wider than I think it is, because when he does that arm-waving whirlwind attack, I don't expect to get hit by him, but I usually am. Greed is a big man. Get in there, let the shots do their work, let the flies eat him up. Yes, yes. I'll take out the hearts if I can. There's a lot of hearts. I got a few of them. Maybe I would have been better off just focusing on him. You're not taking my money, Greed. And yeah, I'm very slow now. I would be even slower without Goat Hoof. That was a very lucky pickup, I think. I do get a little bit more money if I would have held on to the swallowed penny. I'm invincible. I should have been in there and hitting him. But you still lose 1 penny whenever you take damage. Even if you bomb yourself, I think you still lose money. You can gain money if you have 0 cents and then you bomb yourself, but you lose money whenever you bomb yourself because you drop the pennies and you just lose 1 cent, I think. In any case, it's a pretty straightforward run. 0% chance to jam. Hopefully I can get 50, 60 cents in there. If I can get all 64 cents, that would be awesome. Because that would mean we would only have to do, what, 7 more runs in order to fully max out this donation machine? That would be sweet. Yeah, Chaos. Awesome item to get during Greed mode. Overpowered? Not necessarily, because you can just get total shit, but usually you end up with better items that you would normally pick up. Better items than you would normally pick up, I should say. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Did in fact manage to get all of it donated. Awesome. That's a lot of progress in 2 Greed mode runs. Thank you very much for watching. That was really good. We're getting there, slowly but surely. 999 cents is on the horizon.